Hello, everyone. Be welcome back to All Stars. On this podcast, we will explore the positive perspectives on life's possibilities. I'm your host, Juan, and today we are going to dive into the idea of future probabilities and how thinking optimistically can change everything. We'll be focusing on how we can look at potential outcomes using the first and second conditionals. If you are revising these grammar points, stay tuned because this episode will give you some great examples. You know, a lot of people tend to focus on the negative side of things, constantly worrying about what could go wrong. I recently read a magazine article that talked about pessimistic people always imagining the worst case scenarios. They would say things like, if I miss the bus, my whole day will be ruined. Or, if I don't win this game, everyone will think I am a failure. It got me thinking, what if we flipped that mindset? What if we used these same grammar structures, our good old first and second conditionals, to imagine the bright side of things? So let's start with the first conditional, the one we use for real possible situations. Think about something simple, like weather. Instead of saying, if it rains tomorrow, my shoes will get wet. How about, if it rains tomorrow, I'll get to wear my favorite cozy boots? It's all about perspective. The first conditional is perfect for this because it's grounded in reality. Rain is a real possibility, but so is the chance to enjoy it. Let's try another one. A lot of people stress about work or school. They might say, if I don't finish this project, I'll be in trouble. That's true, but what if you flipped it? What if you said, if I finish this project on time, I'll feel so accomplished? Same situation, different outlook. And suddenly you are motivated instead of stressed. Now, moving on to the second conditional, the one we use for hypothetical, imaginary situations. This is where we can really have some fun. Pessimist might say something like, if I were smarter, I would have a better job. But what if we change that to something more hopeful? How about, if I had a little more experience, I could find a job I'm passionate about? It's still hypothetical, but now it feels like something positive and achievable rather than a complaint about the present. Here's another example. If I were lucky, I wouldn't have so many problems. That's something you might hear from someone feeling down, right? But how about we flip it too? If I were a little luckier, I could use that to make things even better. It's subtle, but you see how the second conditional can be used to imagine brighter future instead of just focusing on what's wrong. You see, life is full of possibilities, and the way we think about them can shape our experience. Using the first conditional, we can plan for the good things that might realistically happen. For example, if I save some money this month, I'll be able to take that weekend trip I've been dreaming about. And with the second conditional, we can imagine exciting hypothetical things like, if I could visit any country, I would go to Japan. It's all about shifting your mindset from what could go wrong to what could go right. When we think positively, We create opportunities instead of barriers. So, the next time you catch yourself thinking about worst case scenarios, try flipping them. Use that first or second conditional to think about the best possible outcome. If we all focused a little more on what could go right, who knows how much better life could feel. Thanks for listening to All Stars Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with friends who might need a little positivity in their lives. And remember, if you look on the bright side, you just might find it. Bye.